In this video, we'll see how to use the metric system and convert units in the metric system. So here's our metric conversions chart. Starting off here, kilo means 1,000, hecto 100, deca 10. These are our base units. Our base units are meters, which measure length, grams, which measure mass, and liters, which measure liquid capacity. And then deci is 1/10, centi 1/100th, and milli is 1/1000th. And notice all of the abbreviations here. KH, capital D for deca, that stands for meters, grams, liters. Lowercase d for deci, C, and M. So just so you have a sense of what these values are, a meter is about as much as a yard is, okay, a little bit more. A kilometer is about 2/3 of a mile. A gram is about the mass of a paperclip, so think about a standard paperclip, and that mass is about how much a gram is. So a kilogram is about 2.2 pounds. And then for liquid capacity, 2-liter bottle of soda, something we're fairly familiar to seeing. So let's talk about how we would convert these units. Let's say I had 338 milligrams, and I was curious, well, how many grams is that? This chart helps me because I look here, here's my milligrams, and basically I'm moving to get to grams right here. I'm moving 1, 2, 3 times to the left from milli to grams. So I'm going to do the same thing with my decimal point in 338 milligrams. I'm going to take my decimal point here and move it 1, 2, 3 places to the left. So 0.338. This ties into the whole powers of 10 idea because to get from 1/1000th to 1, right? That's 1 divided by 1,000, and that's why we're moving to the left in this case. So here are some more practice problems. I have 1,000 milligrams. I want to figure out how many grams that is. So I'm going to go from milligrams is here. I'm going to move to the left 3 times. So when I take this decimal point and I move it to the left 3 times, I get that that's equal to 1 gram. If I have 2 kilometers and I want to see how many meters that is, well, from kilometers to meters, that's moving over 1, 2, 3 times, so I need to move this decimal point in 2 over 3 times. So that's going to be 2,000 meters. The way I got that is, here's my decimal point, I moved it to the right 3 times. All right, if I have 6.45 milliliters, and I want to figure out how many centiliters that is. Well, here's milliliters here. To go from milli to centi, I just have to move to the left 1 time. So I need to move this decimal point to the left 1 time, 0.645. Then I have 0.4588 kilometers. I want to know how many millimeters that is. Well, here's kilometers here, millimeters all the way at the other end. I've got to move over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times to the right. So this decimal point here needs to move over 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the number of millimeters in 0.4588 kilometers is 458,800 millimeters, excuse me. And then if I take a look here, let's say I have something like this. Let's say I have 490 deciliters is equal to 0.49, and then I want to figure out what my unit is going to be. Well, it's going to be the same idea. If I have 490 deciliters here, right, I'm here at deciliters. Now to get from 490 to 0.49, I move my decimal point over 1, 2, 3 times. So from deci, if I move to the left 3 times, because I move to the left in this number, it's going to be 1, 2, 3. So that would be hectoliters. So that's why this chart is really helpful to have. All right, here are some practice problems for you to do on your own. Please convert these and then I will explain them. All right, first we have 580 centiliters. I want to change it to deciliters. From centi to deci, I'm moving 1 time to the left. So I'm going to take this decimal point and move it 1 time to the left. I should have 58. I'm going from kilograms to decagrams. So kilograms here to deca, moving 2 times to the right. So I want to take this decimal point here and move it 2 times to the right. 3,200 decagrams and 32 kilograms. I have 0.005 kilometers. I want to know how many millimeters that is. Well, here's my kilometers. Millimeters all the way over here. I'm going to move over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So this decimal needs to move over 6 times. And that is going to be 1, 2, 3, and 3 zeros, 5,000 millimeters. And last but not least, I have 6,870 centiliters, and I want to figure out how many hectoliters that is. So here's centiliters. I'm going to go to the left 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Here's my decimal point. I go left 1, 2, 3, 4 times. 0.6870, and that's how many hectoliters.